Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to Tim's Garage, and it's my ongoing project with my 2007 Saturn Sky Redline. I've got it all apart right now. Well, not completely. I still have the turbo that I need to remove, but I've got the intercooler out, the charge tubes are out, and I have the intake air cleaner assembly removed as well. And as I was looking at the intake assembly, I thought maybe some other LNF owners, other Saturn Sky or Pontiac Solstice owners, might like some of the improvements that I made to the intake tract. Specifically, there's two areas that I made some improvements. One is on the duct assembly that's right here. I'm also going to be adding some stronger clamps that have the coil spring that's going to maintain pressure on the clamp so that under boost it doesn't pop the fittings loose from the turbo assembly. So the turbo affixes here, and this is the intake tract from the top of the airbox, which is right here. And when I was looking at the way this airbox top mated up against this surface, the air is going to be traveling in this direction, coming into the pipe. And there was some, the way the plastic was cast, it had created a barrier or a ridge that was very thick right here. And that ridge was probably 1/4 of an inch. And it hung far into the airstream. Because I want to optimize this without having to go to a cold air intake, I want to use completely the factory assembly. I cleaned that out to allow it to have good airflow. I also found that there was a mismatch on the other side, and I had to do a similar activity over on this side using a little carbide cutter on the plastic, and it made very short work of it, but it's a pretty easy way to open up the airflow through this little passage, this intake pipe. The second thing I did is I took the actual air cleaner assembly, and there's a boss, and this plastic assembly here actually hangs over and impedes airflow coming from the intake, which is here. This is the intake into the airbox assembly itself, and it enters and comes in and pressurizes underneath the air filter, which fits in like this. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to open up as much airflow into this as possible. So I ground this out and moved about 1/4 of an inch of material away from here to open up this opening right here. I also went through and opened up the bottom of the airbox in both places to allow more air to be able to enter in here. Now, these chambers here are for sound, and air moving through here, these act like when you're blowing over a bottle and you've got different levels of water in a bottle, you can get different sounds. Everybody's played that game as a kid, blowing over a pop bottle. Well, when air is moving past these chambers, each one of them creates a different sound depending on the volume of the chamber. So by me drilling holes in these, I've effectively ruined that. It's going to be louder now, but the engineers at GM, they created this damping system, be able to manage the amount of sound that the car makes through the intake as it's driving down the road to try and keep it quiet and sort of mediate the sound. So I've decided that I'm just going to have more air being able to enter here and here, which will feed through the side channels and maybe tone down some of that noise. I haven't decided yet, and I may do this after, but this one chamber right here actually enters into the airbox right here, and I could open up and let a lot more air into the airbox if I opened up this as well by cutting this whole assembly out. I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, but I'm going to try it as is, and those are the improvements I've done to the LNF airbox. And for others, if you want to replicate that, it takes about 15 to 20 minutes and a die grinder, and you'd be good to go. So that's what I've done to the intake system. Other than that, I'll be back with further installation videos as I start to install all these components into the car. Bye for now.